Anybody there? Yeah. Finally. Looks like I got it working. Talk about being out of practice, man. Woof. Well, hello everyone, and welcome. This is Fridays on Ice, episode number 173 here on twitch.tv/DDO stream. My name is Baklagor. Please follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Baklagor. Finally back. I took a bit of a break toward the end of the year last year. Just kind of stepped back and, took a little bit of a rest. And we actually ended up moving, so we live in a new place now. So we had to pack up and move and all that stuff. And we finally got all that sorted out toward the end of January. And I said, well, now that I got new digs, I've got my own room, office, and gaming room and all that set up. So I'm here and doing some streaming. Hey, how's it going? It actually took me a few minutes. I hadn't been streaming in a while. I had to find my stream key and all that good stuff for DDO stream. It was a small bit of an adventure there. I actually ended up just streaming on my own channel a minute ago. I had not put the right key in like a fool. But I appreciate everyone being here. And yet Doug is right. I like Long John Silver's, but it ain't got nothing on Raising Cane's. There's a long story behind Raising Cane's. It's a place that does only chicken fingers. It was a concept from a guy that attended LSU here in Baton Rouge. Whole long story, but it's a South Louisiana thing, big time. Well, I appreciate everybody joining tonight. I think I'm going to kick things off. I'm coming back here, doing things a little bit differently. I was hoping I'd have my layout and everything kind of redone, but I just haven't had the time to be able to work on that. So it's the same old boring layout that it was before. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a different approach, at least for now, and see how well it works. See if I like it, see if y'all like it. I'm going to run some solo stuff here for the next few weeks just to see how it works. If I don't feel comfortable with it or if it's not as fun, I'll change it up. I'm not stuck on any particular format. But for tonight, I'm going to start with my level 14. I don't even remember what this guy is. He's a deep gnome arty on Kyber. His name's Kashim Fibblehammer. I'm going to do the Mastermind of Sharn. I'm going to run that for tonight, and we'll see how things go. Kind of a little bit of a story mode type of thing. Hey, Farg. Gregarian, hey, thank y'all. Darvith, Cracknot, Relona, Lion, I appreciate it. Titan, what's going on, man? And I see Doug is here. Welcome to everybody. I really appreciate y'all joining me, coming back. I'm really, really looking forward to all this. That's why when I first looked, I was like, is anybody there? Man, my camera, everything is just, it's all different in this new setup. By the way, I'll have to show you all around my room one of these streams, but I'm a bit spoiled. I got a super good deal on 2 LG gaming monitors for my laptop setup. I've got a Razer gaming laptop, and then I've got 2 32-inch LG gaming monitors. And I have become quite spoiled. I got these on a really, really cheap super deal at Costco. Highly recommend them. Whole different experience with gaming because these actually run at 160 hertz. It's fantastic. The quality is really, 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 really good. So I'm having a blast with it so far. Lawful good gaming monitor. I love it. It's really good to see everybody. I am happy to be back. I hope my smile isn't too big and cracking everybody's screens on their end because I'm looking forward to tonight. I feel like a kid in a candy store. So I'm going to do the solo approach and kind of walk through some of this stuff. See, nope, he's not the right guy. See that? I'm already starting off bad. Got to come over here to Summer. Another adventurer fresh off the boat. Zendarek, by the looks of you, well, you've come to the right place. When people in this city need to hire someone to get them out of trouble, Clifftop's where they come. Good to meet you. I'm Summer Coronor. head of the Clifftop Adventurers Guild. Normally, this is where I tell the fresh meat that jobs are scarce for new talent and we'll get back to you when we have something. But as it happens, I have a job for you right now. Are you interested? Heck yeah, I'm interested. That's why I'm here. I'm not just here to play tiddlywinks. You're new in town. Sharn's built right in the middle of a manifest zone. Magic from Serania, the azure sky bleeds over into our world. It makes any spells dealing with levitation super effective. So builders and wizards put their heads together, put this geographical quirk to use. They built these towers and enchanted them all with levitation spells. That's why we can fly here. Anywhere else in the world, they instantly crumble. But here, well, look for yourself. Cool. I'm looking for the Stormreach Beacon. Well, that's good. That's good attitude, fresh meat. You've got to have attitude to make it here in Sharn. After all, you're starting to get the hang of this city. As it happens, your arrival here in Sharn was expected. Somebody hired me to keep an eye out for you, and they said that they can help find this Stormreach Beacon of yours. Talk to Anton Westmore. You can't miss him. He's dressed in screaming yellow for some reason. Apparently, he works for that Vaunt guy that everyone in town's talking about. Good deal. Let's go talk to Anton, who I was trying to talk to from the beginning. Hey, Agaxian. Yep. I'm alone tonight, at least for the time being. I'm just kind of playing it by ear and seeing how this goes. I want to do more of a story type mode. That's why I'm reading through some of the dialogue. If that ends up being too boring for everyone, I welcome the feedback. I got thick skin, so whatever y'all really want to happen, I may end up bringing some of the group back so that we can have some fun. But I want to kind of take my time, go slow through a more of a solo mode. That way I can kind of concentrate on the story, run through the quest, and kind of have conversation with everybody. So it's pretty cool. Oh, and by the way, feel free to laugh, make fun, and make jokes of my Cajun and my superpower ability to mispronounce damn near everything that I read. So don't be afraid to throw some jokes out there and have some fun with that, because I have trouble pronouncing my own name sometimes. You're the adventurer from Stormreach, right? Isabet Tremont sent me to fetch you. Said that since you did a favor for her a while back, she'll do a favor for you. She's one of Vaunt's favorites, so I bet it's something good. Where can I find Isabet? Now, if I was saying that in Cajun form, I'd say, man, where can I find this Isabet? That's pretty much how people from South Louisiana would say it. But I'm not going to do it that way. Isabet's waiting for you up at the Grandview Arms. That's where Mr. Vaunt has set up shop since he had to close down his operation in the Cogs. Isabet said she can get you in to see the boss. Don't know why you'd rate a meeting with him, but I wouldn't keep him waiting. Take the Sky Coach over there and head to the Grandview Arms. Isabet will let you in on the rest. Good deal. And look, if y'all don't want me to read through all of this, I won't. I'm just doing it for my benefit as well as to kind of do a story mode. But if it gets boring, tell me. I'm easy. Sky Coach stands ready to fly you to different destinations in the sprawling city of Sharn. Where do you want to go? I want to go to the Grandview Arms. Oh yeah, this is me. I'm banking level 14 for the moment. I'm going in on normal, and hopefully I won't die too damn much. We will see. We shall see. Bring my hireling. If y'all think Jerry dies a lot, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. I die regularly. Maybe I'll let them go on active. Let's see how that works out. All right, I need some of those.
Isabet Tremont waits for you here, atop one of Sharn's lofty towers. She can help you contact Lucien Vaunt.
Lucien Vaughn. Kind of like a French twang to that puppy. Welcome to Sharn. I told Mr. Vaughn, about your problem, and he was eager to help. He collects magic relics, you know. He says he acquired an interest in them while developing the Vaunt Arcane Assistant. I'm sure he knows something that will help you find the Stormreach Beacon. Head on inside and take the lift to your left. You'll find Mr. Vaunt up in the terrace. Up on the terrace, thanks for your help.
Isabet tells you to take the elevator up to the terrace, then speak to Lucien Vaunt. Her employer wants you to pass along some information about the Stormreach Beacon.
All right, let's go see what we got here. I believe that door is somewhere over here, I thought. That might just be it. Grandview Arms. Boarding house for genteel lodgers. Moderate taps and full services. No vacancies. We'll see about that.
You enter the boarding house, an island of quiet in the hustle and bustle of the city. A genial halfling nods to you from behind the front desk.
Ulix de Galanda. I think I got that right. Close enough. The lift just down the hall to your left. Hope you're looking for one of the Vaunt people. They're my only lodgers since Mr. Vaunt rented the whole place out, and even the Vaunt people don't seem to be here today. Some sort of meeting, I think. I guess I'll go find out. Let's see what's going on. Apparently we can only go left, so let's go left and see what we got going on out here. Oh my lord.
Explosion shatters the tranquility.
What the heck was that?
And reduces the elevator to a smoking ruin. You'll have to find another way up to the terrace.
I smell trouble. I smell trouble.
An agile form.
Somebody help!
From sky coaches outside.
Somebody help!
Under an all-out attack.
No! These things don't shoot nearly fast as I want them to. I promise you that. You know, it's interesting. One of the things that I've had an issue with is as long as I've played DDO, and I have been playing DDO since just about maybe 6, 7, 8 months after launch, it's pretty funny. I know very, very little of the lore. And I've never taken the time to read it, study it, and I've just jumped in, played, and never really paid attention to what the storyline was. So it's going to take me a while to get into the story and figure out exactly what we're supposed to be doing here. Obviously, in this, we're searching for the Stormreach Beacon. That's a Gnoll totem. Obviously, that's just some flavor text. Tribal Gnolls that crafted this totem believe it protects their community from hexes and the evil eye. Remember your grandmother taught you about the evil eye? That's real. The artifact has been examined by a team of experts in the arcane and found to have no supernatural properties whatsoever. It can have supernatural properties. That stuff can lie dormant for years, and all of a sudden it jumps out and bites you on the toes. See, I'm not going to curse. I said toes. We might have some chillins watching. Yep, you're right. You see? I don't even know the order. You see that? You're right, Lion. You're completely right. I have no clue.
This looks more like an office than a boarding house. Vaunt has rented this entire operation and transformed it into his place of business.
Announcing the unique and indispensable Vaunt Arcane Assistant. This astonishing device casts practical spells useful in the care of any well-run household. Save a veritable fortune on repair bills. Lift heavy burdens without effort. No arcane skill required. Oop. Whew, had to sneeze. Sorry about that. Cast repair, bull strength, continual flame, and more. Available soon at finer retail establishments. You can just hear the the advertisement on 98.1 The Eagle while they playing some good old classic rock music like the Eagles.
Inventor of the Vaunt Arcana system. My device will transform life for thousands of people in Sean
That's what
and
happened?
beyond.
Somebody stole it.
Some minor setbacks. The Vaunt Arcane Assistant will be available in shops soon.
Ooh,
All
he
we need
ugly.
is some temporary funding from a shrewd investor.
Oh, it's too early to be yawning, man. I don't know why I'm doing that. Whoops. Oh, I thought I was getting attacked, that doggone muse. Icon of Volcor, recovered at great cost in blood and treasure from a savage tribe of the Drowans in Dark. This icon possesses a divine charm that protects loyal followers from the Scorpion God. However, it appears to confer no benefit to those who are neither believers nor drow. Oh well. I believe. I'm a believer. I know we're going to get attacked again. It's coming. I know it's coming. I have run this a few times, but I by no means know it backwards and forwards. Let's see. Head up the stairs. Whoop. Look, they're going to leave me high and dry. Look at them. They know I need healing. Well, I do have some self-healing, but I'm terrible at that. They're using those great crossbows, or the heavy crossbows. You can tell because they're firing one round about every 20 seconds. Come on, open it up. So there is purpose for them mentioning that. Just don't know what that is. Oh, and anybody that's ever watched me, yes, I break everything I can. Because I am a loot hog. Orb from Arenal? This beautifully detailed orb was crafted by the elves of Arenal to protect against creatures of negative energy. However, the orb requires a large, constant flow of positive energy to operate. Hence, only works when in the vicinity of the Shamordai, Flamhammer.
The explosion destroyed the elevator shaft on this floor as well. You have no choice but to use another route to reach the terrace.
Oh, man. I can't get out of here to save my life. Look, another door. Oh, look at this. Y'all saw Tempe's was on top of the door. What's wrong with him? Man, there ain't much to click on around here. Oh, there's a collectible. From Lucy and Vaunt to all those in my employ, thank you for your efforts in these difficult days. Due to your diligence, we've established a temporary headquarters here at the boarding house and begun construction on a new production facility. To ensure everyone understands their place in our revamped organization, we're holding an orientation session at our new facility today. Attendance is mandatory for all. This includes security personnel. Interesting. I wonder what's up with that. We got some kind of bigwig meeting going on where everybody must attend. I wonder if they're handing out bonuses. About that time of year, huh? Shouldn't we get a bonus? I bet it's not for a bonus. I'll bet you. Y'all know how that works. I gotta work on my spells. I really do. I am a terrible spellcaster. Dun 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 dun. Charge! Now I'm gonna fool you. We going on this side first. 10 Piece is too doggone anxious, man. Look, he's not even helping over here where I'm at. He's like, nope, we gotta go this way. Look, he's stuck at the door. You know, I always believe, we always fuss about the hirelings and how, they're not useful. If you follow the hirelings, you probably can get through the quest pretty quick if you don't know them. Because I think they're pre-programmed. Whoops, watch out for them spiders. They're pre-programmed to go where they probably should. Or where the most imminent threat is. Now, I know enough to know, don't get close to these things. Because when you run this on Elite, these things will kill you. Look, there went the Muse. Dead. Of course, he's only level 5, I believe. So he's super, super low level. More of a pension plan. Oh, yes, I remember this. Let me open this up. I think there's a shrine right here, if I remember right. And another note from Lucian Vaughn, Arc Wizard Quosh. Despite spending a great deal of time and even more money in obtaining them, all the artifacts you've brought me are completely useless against Forge Wraiths. I spend every night with an exorcist by my bedside in case one of the damn things comes for me in my sleep. While you've been wasting my time, my contacts in the Boromar clan report a very promising lead in Stormreach. So consider this notice of your discharge. If I see you again, I'll make sure you're haunted the same way that I've been. Wow. He left a note for the dude in his quarters. You fired. That's rough. But it doesn't do any good if he never comes back to his quarters, does it? Yep. This is going to be a little bit of a battle right here. I don't know how bad it is.
The contraption rumbles to life and then promptly explodes. It's probably not supposed to do that.
Don't know how bad this is on normal, but on Elite, I can never survive it. So we are fighting Wash and Dry. The water elemental is dead. We are now working on the fire elemental. Ooh, Lord, it's a fire. Ooh. I have to zoom in a little bit. That wasn't nearly as bad when you're on kindergarten mode. When you get to college level, that gets to be a bit tough. A sickle, some arrows, bear's endurance, gold, kyber fragments, and heroic deeds for my guild. By the way, finally got my little puny guild here up to level 37. Was able to purchase the banquet hall this last time. So that's pretty cool. So I have the banquet hall on the airship now. That was sweet. We are almost at the end of this adventure. Yeah, we don't need to. We don't need no stinking shrine. Not on this kindergarten level. Any of these breakable? Yep. Yep. Y'all joining me? Y'all joining me? Come on. Yes, I'm going to break everything. that I notice anyway. I'm sure there's stuff I miss. Oh, you know what? I forgot to give myself Death Ward. Gotta do that. Kind of late now that I'm almost done with the quest. Of course, that haste doesn't really last long, so it's almost pointless. Note to Isabeth Tremont. Isabeth, yes. Please tell your Stormreach friends that I'd be happy to meet them. I do indeed have some information about the Stormreach Beacon. It's a fascinating story with unexplained details. I'm sure they'll be eager to hear it. So now I have one more note, unless I missed one somewhere. Let's see real quick. No, I think we might be okay. All right. Ooh. Okay, I feel better. I gotta break them all. I'm a destructive person. What icon do we have here? The Ward of the Unknown God. This relic, unearthed in the ruins of a long extinct civilization, contains a potent magical effect. A ward that protects against the wrath of some divine force. However, not even the best scholars have been able to determine which divine force the relic is meant to ward against. The best guess is that the god in question is just as dead as the culture that made the relic. Dang, nothing. Yep, that's exactly right, and that's what I did. That's the whole reason I wanted the banquet hall there, Farg. Because you bind to the ship. Now you actually have to bind to the ship in order for it to work, and sometimes we forget to do that, but yeah, that's definitely what it's for. I can't tell you how many times we add it, or it's there, we create new characters, and we forget to go bind those to the ship. Ooh, who's he fighting? A trapper. Wonder if that's a trapper keeper. Okay, we got muscle. Enforcers. I see a collectible.
Rubble blocks the elevator shaft as well as the nearby door. You won't be getting up to the terrace this way.
And a lever. I heard a door open. I think there's a secret way to get in that's not so secret now. I hear some steampunk gears rolling in the background here. I wonder. Come on, open the door. You can do it. Kobold still hates you. I don't do a very good kobold. I have to be semi-intoxicated to do a decent kobold. Kobold idol. This idol from a kobold village features a primary inscription that threatens a dark and terrible vengeance against any who desecrate the area. However, smaller inscriptions mention that causing intestinal distress to anyone who touches something called shinies. So perhaps the idol's bark is worse than its bite. Oh, shinies. I don't know what that sounds like. That didn't sound very koboldish to me. And there's the final note. No other clickies. Letter to Saidan Boromar. Lord Saidan, I need your help. Like an Arnold. That woman from the council keeps asking questions about the explosion in the cogs. And now some clods from Stormreach are nosing around looking for the beacon your people so very kindly stole for us. That's not really Arnold either. I'm giving up. You can see why I'm not a voice actor. My temporary headquarters at the boarding house is filled with documents detailing both the explosion and my involvement with the beacon. That it would be highly embarrassing if any of those materials were to become public. Yet, suppose an unruly gang of thugs were to attack the boarding house while my employees were occupied elsewhere. All those awkward documents would be destroyed, and the only casualties would be any clods unfortunate enough to be in the right place at the wrong time. Please take this under consideration. I would certainly make it worth your while. Lucien Vaughn. So apparently, he is looking to get Lord Saidan to kind of take care of things and hide all the evidence. Let's see if we can foil those nasty plans. I don't really need to, but I'm going to shrine anyway. Just for giggles. Boy, I almost said it. I came close. PG-13 here. No, rated G. Not even 13. No. Well, PG-13. They got some bad words and a couple of bad words here and there in the text.
The way up to the terrace is just ahead, but one final group of attackers.
Oh, here we go.
You hear a piercing call from the direction of the terrace.
I think we got Blue is about to attack us. Blue from Jurassic Park. There he is. That's Blue. Oh, I didn't put any in my... Nope, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. I'm gonna die. You're going down. This is kindergarten level. You going down. Hey, there's Rabo Claywater. Clawwater. Claw Wilder? Claw Rider. Oh. See, it was hard to read that damn thing because I'm trying to duck and move. Rabo Claw Rider. That's his name. That's because he rides the Raptor.
Learn what became of Lucien Vaughn.
Yeah, I find it odd they've got raptors in here. I'm not sure how that fits with the lore. Not quite sure how that fits in. Don't think there's any collectibles here.
The figure on the sky coach ahead matches the description of Lucien Vaughn. He seems unruffled by the attack.
Ah, my Stormreach friends, I'm surprised to see you after that savage attack. Surprised and more than a little embarrassed. You see, you weren't supposed to make it this far. The Boromar clan assured me they could take care of you easily. Apparently they were wrong. Well, I'm running kindergarten mode. Anybody can make it. You knew about this?
I have a message for you.
Oh no. Oh no. Get out of the way.
Belongs to me now. I paid the Boromar clan good money to get it.
Get out of the
after
way.
all.
Watch. Here we go.
Don't think for a moment
Kaboom.
that you can challenge me in my city. You're just setting yourself up for a fall.
Vaughn's companion makes a gesture, and the terrace
If you don't run
collapses
back
beneath you.
after you talk to him, you fall and you miss the chest. Remember that. UI skin, let me check for you. I think it's blue, but I'm gonna double check. Super Saiyan. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I really like it. Far new without even looking at it. You see, I'm lame. I know it. All right, let's see. Yes, I have my voice on, which it's too late for that already. I should have taken some kind of treasure. Oh, I do have. Let me see. Does anybody know what loot is available in this quest? Asharn, welcome. Let's take a quick look. Because if there's a chance for something decent, let's see, a tower shield, an outfit, a quarterstaff. There's a necklace, cloak of the city's champion, physical sheltering plus 30. Oh, that's at level 29. Hold on. We're at kindergarten level. So what do we get? What is it at kindergarten here? So we're on heroic. Cloak of the city's champion on heroic. Physical sheltering plus 4 at level 29. It's really nice because it's plus 13 and it's got a green augment slot. Yeah, I'm gonna take a chance to see if I can pick something else up here. I don't mind spending the points. Standing Stone Games is definitely worth the effort. Oh, got nothing, but that's okay. Nothing that I'm really going to use. But all good. Ooh, nope, not that. It's not quite time to quit just yet. Just so that y'all know, I will probably run one more before I call it. Probably run one more. Let's go talk to... Nope, I got to talk to Anton. Made it back, did you? Consider that a warning. Mr. Vaunt doesn't like people sticking their noses into his business. Stop gawping at me and take this. Maybe it'll convince you to do the smart thing. Just head back to the jungle and forget all about your precious Stormreach beacon. I'm just going to take Impressive Trophy. I don't want any of the loot that's there. I'm going to go for the Guild Renown. Tough break about the beacon, Kashim. Now you've made a powerful enemy out of Vaunt. Still, look at it this way. That means you've arrived. You can't be anybody in this town without making enemies. You're not the only one in this town who's unhappy with Mr. Lucien Vaunt. Some of those people are looking to hire adventurers. Maybe I can line up some jobs for you that'll get you some payback against Vaunt. Let's see here. So what's next? There's an inquisitive who's trying to solve a string of murders down in the Cogs Gate. A tough neighborhood. Not surprising. Anyway, there's so many corpses that she needs someone to help her with the investigation. There doesn't seem to be a connection with Vaunt, but hey, you never know. Have a talk with Zeleth Cowspire. She's a tiefling. You can't miss her. I'll help Zeleth with her little investigation. We gonna go check some things out here. Hey there, good looking. What you got cooking? I'm in a fix. Someone's gone on a spree down in the Cogs Gate and left a pile of bodies behind. So many bodies, I don't have time to investigate all the crime scenes myself. I'm going to need some help finding the killer. The kind of help that won't cut and run when things get ugly, which they will. What do you say? It's your chance to see a part of Sharn they don't talk about in the tourist brochures. And you'll be paid for your time. If I'm getting paid, I'm all in. I'm there. My office is down in Cogs Gate. Meet me there. You can take the Sky Coach down, but don't let anyone see you. We'll keep this as quiet as possible. I'll meet you in your office down there. And I'll go into stealth mode. Let me grab another Tempe's real quick because mine expired. Do 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 do. And put him there. Drop him there. And we're all set. They told me to be quiet. The Sky Coach stands ready to fly you. I want to go to the Cogs Gate and enter Red Rain. Yep, we're gonna do it on normal again because I'm chicken.
You step into Zelf Prospire's tidy office. The Inquisitive calls out to you. Step inside, quickly. There are eyes everywhere.
I'm gonna have them guard me and see if that's better. There's Zelf. Welcome to Cogsgate. Not a place they put on postcards, but it's my home. I grew up here and I do what I can to make it a fit place to live. It's not easy with the gangs running wild on the streets, and everyone else is too scared to leave their homes. That's why I need someone to lend me a hand. That's why I need you. So give me the scoop on the murders. In just the last 24 hours, these streets have turned redder than the hair on a halfling's head. More murders in one night than I've seen in a while. And these killings don't seem to be simple gang takedowns. Something else is going on here. There's just too many crime scenes for me to investigate all on my own. Not to mention that I have my own reasons to keep a low profile. So I need you to be my eyes and examine some crime scenes and collect evidence. Maybe we can get to the bottom of this before more people get hurt. So what you think we're dealing with here? I have my theories. The obvious explanation is one of the gangs, the Boromir gang, and Dask have been warring in the lower city for years. But I've also heard a few rumors that there might be someone else at work here. Anyway, let's just focus on gathering evidence for now. The crime scenes will speak for themselves. Do I have more questions? Not right now. Let's head on out. First two victims are Lindelen, who ran the local gambling hall, and Thillian, one of her degenerate gambler patrons. The gambling hall is southwest of here, down an alley to the left of the square. Thillian's apartment is on the southeast, so you'll follow the little lane to the right instead. Doesn't matter where you go first, they're both going to stay dead. No, that's really nice. Meet me at the Wolf Gate once you've secured both crime scenes. We can compare notes before moving on. For a case like this, we'd better lay low. Take the back door to leave my office. Imagine if Dask or the Boromir knew we were following this trail. Okay, I'm going to see what I can
pulls
find
a switch
out.
and nods toward the back of the building.
All
You hear
right.
the scrape of stone on stone as the concealed back door slides open.
Woo! That's not a hippogriff. This ain't Harry Potter, is it? Let me make sure. I got those. Oh, got 2,000 ahead of me. One of the things I make a big mistake on is I don't come in here with arrows.
You walk out into the streets of Cogsgate. Towers loom high above, so tall they block out the night sky. Anyone who knows
Brontheon.
what's good for them will stay indoors tonight. A rain of blood has fallen here, and it's up to you to mop up the mess.
Oh, I got a big mop. Especially on kindergarten level. Hey, that's some nice clothes you're wearing. Why don't you give me a few coppers? Come on, I can tell from looking at you you can spare it. Just need a little nip to keep me warm out in these streets. I am here on business for an inquisitive. Anything you can tell me about the goings-on? Inquisitive, you say? Working for Zelth, I bet. Ah, should have known. If something's up, she's first on the scene. What a gal. Always on the lookout for the little guys in the neighborhood. Not the Boromar, I don't mean them. They might be small, but they're big on trouble. Used to be just Dask we had to worry about round here. Now the Boromar are fighting for them territory. Oof. I'm tired. Heard the rumor some bigwig hired halflings for security. Sent some of their people to the neighborhood. Just what we need. More people stirring up trouble in the Cogs Gate. I don't have any other questions. We're good to go. Let's
Despite
go
the
find
slurred
out what we
words,
can do
you've
here.
learned more about the Dask-Boromar rivalry from the poor man. You wonder what the other residents of the neighborhood might have to say.
He kind of looks like a drunk Elminster, doesn't he? He's drinking beer. He needs to be drinking rum. That's the beverage of choice. It's like a little bit of rum. Oh, I ain't pulling that lever yet. I didn't do any of my damn buffs. Not that they help for that long. Do any of you still run like Giant Hold and some of the older? No matter what, I still love Giant Hold. I actually thought about running that tonight instead, but I figured no one wants to see Giant Hold anymore. They probably want to see
You push open the door to the apartment.
relatively
The
newer
surprisingly well-decorated rooms show signs of a struggle.
stuff like
Your
Sharn.
stomach clenches in anticipation as you near the crime scene.
Crumpled piece of paper lies just out of Theline's reach. It's a winning ticket from an underground fighting match down in the Cogs.
Felon had just won big, cleaning up on a match in an underground fighting ring down in the Cogs.
The corpse lies in a pool of blood. There's a crossbow bolt impaled in the victim's chest cavity, coated in an odd, acrid-smelling sludge. Phew. Painful-looking gashes have been carved into the halfling's hands. As you back away, you nearly step on something sharp. Fragments of a shattered pin.
After examining the corpse, you can see that he was killed by a poisoned crossbow bolt. His last gambling ticket lies just out of reach.
What? This is a lengthy list of debts, neatly noted in a tiny hand. It looks like Thelian once owed money to both Dask and Boromir. Boromar. All the entries have been crossed off, however. At the bottom of the page is a note. Stay debt-free from now on. Haul only once per week. Remember, big changes take big work.
Felon must have spent his recent winnings digging himself out of debt. Imagine meeting your end right after getting yourself clear. At least he died in the black. Despite clear attempts to make this look like a break-in, all of Felon's valuables are still in their proper places. As you mull this over, you hear voices from the direction of the front door.
That sucks. That sucks. That totally sucks. He's dead after getting out of debt. That would be my luck. I finally get everything paid out and I kick the bucket because I'm fat. Something like that. You know what I mean? That'd be my luck. A Dask poison slinger. Look what we got here, fellas. An artificer sticking their nose in places it shouldn't be. The poor friend Thalen winds up dead and you're here pawning through the place. Some coincidence. I don't think I have either. We're going to have to just fight. Yeah, I ain't got either one. A 7 and a 6. Yeah. Ah! Let's just fight. Screw it. Ooh, Lord, look, a gargoyle. There
You
we go.
managed to make it past
You
the
have to
desk
target
guards
them to
blocking
hit
your
them.
way.
Duh. I thought that was a minotaur for a second. I can't quite make out what it is. It looks like it could be Chewbacca. Probably an orc. Looks like an orc of some kind. They got Lotro orcs in DDO. How about that? Don't know what that did. I've never clicked on that before, so I'm not sure what that does. Okay, we got to go this way and then we can go back that way. Rubble, 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 rubble. Ambush! Soul Gem cracked. I might be able to do this on hard. I'm going to get cocky and I'm going to get slammed. You know what I mean? I might rerun these this weekend, maybe tomorrow, and see how well I do on hard.
The doors to the gambling hall are wide open and its chairs are empty.
Okay, now there's going to be a
The
big
nearby
ambush
tables
coming
are
from
still
that way
covered
once I'm
with food
finished
and
reading
drink.
this.
Looks like the customers left in a hurry.
The victim lies sprawled on the floor, crossbow bolt jutting from her side. That seems plain enough, but you start to notice more details. There's a strange viscous liquid covering the bolt that isn't blood, and the victim's hands have been slashed with a knife.
You find
Hands,
a
not
crossbow bolt
hams.
still
I said
lodged in the
hams. That's
victim's
terrible.
side. You also
He
notice
said
several
hams.
gashes on her palms.
And this is just coffee. This isn't any alcohol. This ledger lists everyone who owed money to the gambling hall as well as the amounts due. Thillen's name's crossed off the list with yesterday's date next to his name. Quite a few of the debtors have ties to the Boromar clan. I keep saying Boromir. The Boromar clan, Dask, or both. If either gang were responsible for the murder, it seems strange that they'd leave this document behind.
The incriminating information in this ledger would fetch a pretty price on the black market. You wonder why the murderer would leave it behind.
You force the lock on the chest. Inside are stacks of copper and silver coins. It seems unlikely that a robber would leave this behind, especially in a place like the Cogsgate.
A chest full of coins was left here locked and untouched. This was no robbery. You can tell that there's more to this than meets the eye. Searching the gambling hall raised more questions about the murders than answers. As you turn to leave, you hear figures clamoring outside the building.
Here they come! I told you they were gonna come. I think it's safe to say we pissing somebody off.
You strike down the last of this group of Dask thugs and check to make sure there are no more nearby. Now to leave the way you came. You've learned all you can about these first two crimes. You head back to the Wolf Gate, where Zeleth awaits your results.
I don't know who this voice actress is, but I love the sound of her voice when she's telling us the story. It's crisp, clear, and it's engaging is the best way I can describe it. I really like the way she does it. Don't think I've been this way yet, so let's see what we got going on over here. Look, there's somebody hiding back there. She ain't gonna be hiding in a minute. Lucindia Anvilhammer. Oh, that's an original name. Am I glad to see you? The Morbar picked the Boromar. I can't say that to save my life. The Boromar picked a fight with the Dask earlier over protection collections, and I got caught right in the middle of it. I've been hiding out back here ever since. You're not from down here, are you? You have no idea how bad it gets in Cogsgate. I used to think, well, at least I'm not down in the cogs. Lately, I'm not so sure. I took care of some of the grunts loitering nearby. It should be safe for you to leave now. So get out of here while the getting is good. I heard a dog barking. That ain't over here. That's in the game somewhere. I don't know why they got a dog barking around here. But let's see. I'm kind of scared. I think there might be another ambush. Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbits. Kind of stinks in this alleyway, doesn't it? What's that smell? What is that? No, it's not me. I took a shower. I'll bet she's ready for us to go. There she is. Find anything, or where are we still where we started? I've got a load of information, but none of it adds up. The gang seemed to be involved. Still, there's a pattern here. Both victims were often the same way, shot with a poisoned crossbow bolt and palms shredded with a knife. The palms are the part that throw me. Why bother? Nothing about crime in Cogsgate is ever what it seems. We've all got a couple more murder scenes. Well, we still have a couple of more murder scenes to check out. If we're lucky, we'll find something more conclusive there. It's more of a hunch. Thought this might have had to do with someone I know. But so far, the evidence points towards a gang beef gone bad. I'd say my theory isn't worth exploring. Not yet, at least. We'd better split up again. We'll cover more ground that way. Next victim is a dwarf smuggler known as Mord. She runs a pawn shop nearby. Head south through this gate and you'll find her inside. Meet me at the Raven Gate to the north of here when you finished investigating the scene. On it like a gargoyle on a ledge.
Zelith unlocks the gate,
can't
revealing
even
a
say
small
that
lane
fast
that
if you
grows
tried.
deeper into the heart of Cogsgate.
This expansion would have the best time for putting House Mendai stuff, including their Dragon Mark. Probably so. I hear Rover in the background. Oh God. I'm being attacked again. Ooh, an enchanter. You gotta get those casters out the way. Hard might have been doable. Hard might have been doable. Molest. Oh, we got Molester here. The gall of those halflings. They show up here uninvited, push me out of my shop, and leave me without a roof to cover my head. Watch yourself, Artificer. This is Boromar territory, and they don't like outsiders. Heard a lot about the Boromar clan. What can you tell me about them? When you first see them, they don't seem like much. They're mostly halflings after all. But don't underestimate them. They pack a powerful punch. Not to mention their pets. I wish they'd left them back on Talenta Plains. Thank you. Appreciate the insight. Okay. Hit the wrong button. Nope, that's not open yet. Go this way. Hold on, I'm gonna take a bath. Okay, my shoes are clean now. All right. They gonna attack before I can finish doing my. Let me do my spells. Oops, sorry about that.
The door to the pawn shop is unlocked, just as with the other crime scenes. Inside, the shopkeeper's body lies forgotten alongside all the other cast-offs in her shop.
Same thing. Mord has been poisoned by a crossbow bolt and she's got slashed palms as well, just as we expected. Gripped in the smuggler's mangled fist, you find something new. A broken pin bearing the sigil of the Vaunt Archnotechnic. Oh my lord. In the dwarf's pockets, you also find a list containing the names of the Boromore gang members, signaling an allegiance with the gang. Oh no.
A different body, but the same song. A crossbow bolt dipped in poison, and a palm covered in slashes. Yet this time a new detail catches your eye. A shattered pin bearing Vaunt Arcanotechnic symbol.
You carefully search the old keg, you find a false back, and inside, it's a small compartment containing a variety of smuggled valuables.
A closer look at the keg reveals a hidden compartment filled with smuggled goods.
I knew there was a collectible up there. What's in the cauldron? There's no liquid inside the cauldron. You peer inside and find several small unmarked parcels.
Some small packages lie in the cauldron. No doubt they were hidden there so they could be fenced on the black market later. The murderer could have emptied the pawn shop, and yet only Mord's life was taken. Armed with your findings, you wonder, what connects all these gruesome crimes? The last of the heavily armed halfling thugs falls.
That was that. I must have missed some of the residents. I thought I had talked to everyone we ran across so far, but I must have missed one or two. Yeah, we talked to Molest already. I guess we missed a couple of them. Back from the pawn shop, what have you found? Turns out Mort had been working with the Boromar clan, so I don't think they're going to they're to blame for this. I tried to tell her pals that I'm not to blame either, but they saw me and they started roughing me up without letting me get a word in. Not to mention there was a ton of valuable and illegal smuggled goods lying in plain sight. Whoever killed the dwarf clearly wasn't in it for the money. Anything else of note? This time the victim was holding a pin with a symbol on it. A symbol for Vaunt Archnotechnic. Archnotechnic. I said that right? I think I said that right, didn't I? I don't know. Did I say that right? I got no clue. Okay, why didn't she let us go? I clicked, oh, there we go. Vaunt Archnotechnic, I was afraid of that. I haven't told you everything. I have a complicated history with Vaunt's company, and it's because of my brother, Zulkus. He works for Vaunt. I know I should have told you about this sooner, and I hope you won't think too badly of me for hiding my suspicions. It's just that I really don't want to believe my brother might be involved with this mess. You should talk to him. This time of day, you'll probably find him in the armory, just down this alleyway. Maybe you can get some answers. He probably doesn't want to talk to me. I'll lay low. I wouldn't want Zulkus seeing me and figuring out I'm the one behind this. When you've talked to Zulkus, meet me near the Manticore Gate on the other side. I think of Ozzy's song, and I'll see you on
Another
the
alley
other
stretches before
side.
you. The more you learn about the victims, the more questions
Now
you
I gotta
have.
go listen to Ozzy.
You can only
myself.
hope that Zulkus Crowspire holds the answers you've been seeking.
Oh, there's another construct. Kind of late for all this. I ain't gonna worry about Blur. We're about to head for the final fight, though. I think we're getting close to it.
A tiefling stands before you, with a face you remember from your recent adventures. Despite your own
It's
shock at meeting him
Zulkus.
again, you hope that Zulkus is willing to answer your questions about the murders.
Zulkus and Morkel. Morkel got some booger nookies hanging from his nose there. Kashim, wasn't it? We weren't properly introduced last time we met. You were too busy falling, as I recall. Funny meeting you here in Cogsgate. Tell me, what's behind this wonderful, if unexpected, surprise? You tell me there's been a string of murders in this district, all with the same method and all with the same shoddy cover-up. The evidence points to Vaunt. I'm told you're the one I should ask about that. Am I? Well, I think you're mistaken. I did hear something about a series of unfortunate, unconnected accidents around here. Though, it's very upsetting to find out that somebody thinks differently. But feel free to ask me anything. I'm an open book. How do I know you? Did you bump your head in the fall, Deep Gnome? Let me jog your memory. There was a boarding house, an appointment with Lucien Vaunt, nasty fall from the top of a tower. That was just a warning, by the way. You were supposed to learn from it, but I guess that didn't work. So since you're here now asking me questions. Where were you last night? Last night I was at home minding my business. You don't seem to be familiar with the concept. It's quite relaxing and good for the health. You should try it sometime. Be honest. You're somehow involved with this mess, aren't you? It's all the time I have to entertain you, pal of mine. It's really too bad that so many loudmouth people have wound up dead. And even worse, to see my sister, Zelith, slinking around nearby, sending in outsiders to do her dirty work. Yeah, I know she sent you. Pass along a message to her from me, will you? I can't protect her if she continues with her silly little investigation, sister or not. And now I must be going. Morko, take care of our friend here.
Zulkus steps through a dimension door, his face glowing with the smug triumph of a man who thinks he's won, though you're too busy dealing with his troll bodyguard to notice.
Dang, I'm so short I couldn't jump over his head if I tried.
Yet another casualty of this bloody night.
I couldn't do it.
Now, to meet up with Zelith.
don't think this is the final chest. At least I would assume it's not. I'm going to hit the shrine just for grins. Somebody drank my coffee. I think we're almost done with this adventure. But you never know. Uh-oh. Where's the wabbit? The wabbit? Where's the wabbit? What are you doing here, outsider? This is Boromar territory. You've got brass, I'll give you that. You'd like your nose, don't you? Well, awful things tend to happen to noses that get stuck into other people's business. Get me? So there's one more. Maybe we'll get them all. Who knows? Yeah, final fight. No. There's Zeleth. Not quite final fight yet. I really don't remember this all that well, do I? You seem shaken up. What happened? Zuckus avoided most of my questions and tried to laugh off the whole thing. When he saw I wasn't buying it, he threatened you and sent his troll lackey to kill me. He said he'd remove his protection from you if you kept on the case. I'm sure he knows more than he's letting on. Did I mention he was sort of a jerk? That's my brother. Quite a family, right? Anyway, there's one more crime scene I need you to look into. If we're lucky, it'll tell us what we need to work out exactly what happened here. Zulka seemed pretty shook up by this whole thing, too. I don't think he was expecting anyone to look into this. Maybe these murders were supposed to look like the accidents, but whoever did the dirty work really screwed it up. You might be right, but that would explain the staging at each of the crime scenes. Anyway, next up is a murder in the alley, a bit to the south of here. Victim's name is Niram. Meet me over there at the Bat Gate once you've investigated the area. We're closing in on this, I know it. And Zulkus can take his protection and stick it up his tail, or his jacksie. I'm not going to stop now. Consequences be damned. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Zeleth shakes her head. The weight of her brother's betrayal settling over her like the dirt that falls on the streets from above. But you've got a job to finish. Another crime scene waits for you in an alley to the south.
Ooh, getting close, man. They got peoples all over the street trying to get us. Oh, that must be we get that afterwards. Ooh, let's rock and roll, baby. Solid gold. Whoa, a
The secret door slides open, revealing a Medusa. Oddly enough, she doesn't seem surprised to see you. Instead, she motions for you to enter.
Lestra, strangers, come over here to talk. Welcome to Cosgate, strangers. Boromar grow more bold with every passing day. I worry this will upset the balance of power in Sharn. And you should worry as well.
Why is that Boromar clan my problem?
Boromar are allied with Lucian Vaunt, and from what I've heard, Vaunt is now your enemy. Or have I confused you with some other Stormreach adventurer?
Why would I listen to your advice? Dask's just a different bunch of gangsters.
Perhaps, but powerful forces support Dask, and our influence grows with each passing day. We both oppose Boromar. Don't be foolish. Why make us your enemy?
I guess. You're better than nothing else, but I got some questions. Oh, to hell with it. Let's skip the chit-chat. You intend to help me or oppose me?
For now, I've been told to simply keep my eye on you. Task won't overtly help you with Vaughn, but you have to deal with him yourself. As for the future, let's see when we get there, but please feel free to kill any Boromar you find on the Cosgate. I won't complain.
Lestra suggests that you help the Dask oppose the Boromar clan, since the Boromar have made an alliance with Vaunt.
All right. Niram. Judging by the blood splatter on the floor, the elf must have been killed by a crossbow. Slashes on the victim's palms. Determined to find answers, you take a closer look. You realize these aren't haphazard cuts. They form a name in goblin characters. Urk.
More slashes on the palm. And this time, you see the pattern. You wonder how you could have missed such an important clue. The slashes were literally the killer's signature. Whoever did this wasn't shy about letting people know.
The pack holds a few changes of clothes as well as some necessities for life on the road. Person who packed it was clearly planning on a long, long journey.
Stoop down to search the contents of Naram's pack. Looks like he was fleeing for his life when the murderer got to him.
Vaunt Security Ledger. The leather-bound book is embossed with the Vaunt Archnotechnic symbol. It appears to be a list of employees. Its blood-spattered pages contain the names of each of the murdered victims as well as the dates when they were employed by Lucien Vaunt. In the margin next to one of the victims' names is a note. Too many loose ends to know what caused the explosion. Clean them up.
You find a security ledger embossed with Vaunt Arcanotechnic symbol. A quick glance reveals that every victim had worked for Vaunt. It's too big of a coincidence to overlook, especially since a note in the margin talked about cleaning up loose ends. That ledger told you what you needed to know. The victims all worked for Vaunt and were killed because they knew too much about his operations down in the cog. You strike down the last of the attackers. You can't let these petty thugs hold you back, not when you're so close to the truth.
She just keeps repeating the same part of the quest that we've been on. That must be some kind of bug. When I approached the scene, a crossbow-wielding goblin was already darting away. Pretty suspicious, not to mention that he seemed familiar, but have no idea where I know him from. What did you find? The victim was a foreman from the Vaunt factory down in the cogs. I found a ledger that had Vaunt's symbol and identified each of the targets as Vaunt employees. That's how I know that goblin. He works with my brother. The mercenary company he works for has a safe house near here. Maybe we can catch up with him there. You go first. I don't want Zulkas to see me. Head through the gate and then head northwest.
You catch up with Zelith and fill her in on the clues you found so far. She points you towards an alleyway northwest of where the goblin was last seen.
I'll get those constructs out the way. Ooh, a little bit of lag. I know Brock and them were talking about the lag earlier. I hadn't seen it till just 2 seconds ago. Kind of got stuck there. Of course, I'm running on kindergarten mode. They were on advanced college level stuff, running Reaper, probably Reaper 10. Muggsy Jake. That no-good goblin broke the deal. He killed one of us, one of the Boromar. He killed my brother just when Thelen was finally turning his life around. That's awful to hear. What are you talking about? What deal are you talking about? We had a deal with those Vaunt goons. We protected them and they paid us plenty. And now we see what they really think of us. I'm going to tell the Boromar boys what's happened. You're trying to do right by my brother's memory, so I don't see why I need to tell my clan where you're at. I hope you get that
Talking
goblin.
to the residents has given you more insight into life in
I'll
Cogsgate.
do my best. All right.
A familiar voice echoes from behind this door.
What part of make it look like an accident didn't you understand? And leaving your signature behind was beyond stupid. Now Zelith is onto us. It's only a matter of time before she and those adventurers come barging in here.
Damn, Skippy, you got that right. We here.
Opening the door confirms your suspicions. Zolkis argues with Urk, the murderous goblin you've been searching for. They turn towards you as you approach.
Okay, now you got to stay out the way because he's going to start dropping bombs. I remember that. I just got to avoid him and try to kill him from a distance. See that? He drops some bombs.
Breathe
Don't
sigh
come
of
running
relief
this
as the
way.
goblin falls. You've sent the murderer to his just reward. As you turn to confront Zolkis, the goblin suddenly rises. Zolkis quickly casts a dimension door. The tiefling and the goblin disappear through it.
I wish the murderer hadn't gotten away, and I wish even more that my brother hadn't been working with him. But you held up your end of the bargain. Thanks to you, we've chased those killers out of Cogsgate. Meet me back on the cliffside, and I'll pay you for your work.
Zelith shakes her head. Sometimes it's a stranger who holds the knife. Sometimes it's family. I let blood cloud
All
my
right,
judgment,
now.
and I'll pay for that every day. But I'll keep going. I'll move on
This
to the next
is
crime and the next. You can't
Red
just stay
Rain.
inside when trouble rains down. Not even if it never stops.
So we got the Buckler Shield. We got the Wildwood Outfit. We got Moon Guard, which is a shield. We've got Stone Shoes, which are some pretty decent boots. Not really. Never mind. The Firestone Conduit. Now, that's not a bad quarterstaff. Spellcasting Implement plus 15, plus 5 enhancement bonus. Fire Lore 14%. Lightning Lore 14%. Combustion plus 94. Magnetism plus 94. Why magnetism? Well, electricity, okay. Conjuration spell focus, evocation focus, arcane augmentation, quality spell focus mastery, and a red and an orange slot. There's really nothing. I don't think I'm going to try and get anything in particular on this. I'm pretty satisfied so far. Whatever I get, I get. I'm not blowing any shards on this particular one. Cool.
The adventure is complete.
There she is. It's good to be up here where the air is clean. Thanks for helping me out. Vaunt's goons will think twice before coming back to Cogsgate. Good luck dealing with Vaunt. Here's your pay. Now I'll head back down to Cogsgate and see what I can do to clean up the mess that Goblin left behind. Take an impressive trophy again. I will wait to continue the quest arc till next week. I'm going to call it a stream for today. I really appreciate everybody hanging out and listening in and kind of lurking around. Please send me some feedback and let me know if you kind of like the story arc. I know I don't pronounce all the the names very well, but I kind of like the story arc part of it. I'm hoping I end up retaining a lot of it because I don't remember it all that well a lot of the times. But just to kind of start understanding the lore, and like we were all talking about in chat, understanding why we're doing certain things in certain parts of the game, and realizing even more so that, you know, you gotta, if you want to follow the lore, you have to play all of the quests in certain orders. And I've already started by jumping around, but we'll get the hang of it. So if y'all like it, give me some feedback and let me know, and we'll kind of play it by ear and see what y'all like and what's fun for me as well. So I appreciate everyone hanging out. Hey, Cracknot, what's up, bud? Clevebeard. Hey, Relona, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. I hope y'all have a good weekend. Stay safe. We still have a lot of bad stuff out there, so I want everybody to stay safe, and I appreciate it. Y'all have a great week, and I'll see y'all next Friday. Thank y'all. Good night.